Hey, do you like Spider-Man webs? Even this one? Then do I have a video for you. With these two spindles, I'm going to be able to show you how to make this right here. A 1/12 scaled action figure Spider-Man web accessory that could be used for any action figure that you want to shoot webs. Real quick, let's take a look at what can be achieved with just using some wire, patience, and experimentation. Face hugger here, a double webbed here. As long as you have the patience and time, you can make any variety of webs you dream of using the links below. You'll want to pick up some Fun Wire by Toner Crafts. For this demonstration, I'm using the licorice color, but you're going to want to pick up the marshmallow color. Again, this is Fun Wire by Toner Crafts, and today we're going to be using a 24 gauged wire. So for starters, you're going to want to go with double the length of wire that you want your web accessory to be. Using the flat twist tie wire, I'm able to cut the Fun Wire with the built-in cutter. It's a handy little tool that makes making these webs even easier. Link below again if you want to pick one up for yourself. You can also make these webs just using the Fun Wire. We'll go over that a little later. But for now, on to the next step. Next up, we're going to pull out 3 times the amount of twist tie wire that we're going to need to make this web effect. We need to make sure it's even longer because the amount of twisting needed to give it the actual web look is going to require a lot more wire. You're going to want to leave about an inch of the Fun Wire exposed in order to wrap it around the wrist of whatever character you're deciding to put this on. You're going to want to hook both the wires together and start a tight twist at the base. This is to ensure that it doesn't slip around and move around on you while you're trying to achieve that look. I'm planning on having this web accessory be a basic short shot web. So what I'm going for here is just a straight piece. In order to achieve a twisted web look, I twist the flat wire to get this nice spiral effect, and then I loop the Fun Wire around that spiral in order to hold it in place. In some spots I'm going to go extra tight to make sure it holds that twist between each Fun Wire loop. At the very tip, just go around as many times as you can to get a nice snug wrap, hook over the Fun Wire, and then continue to twist the flat wire around that hook. This will give you that ball bullet effect at the tip of the web. Continue to twist the flat wire to get that spiral effect as you now twist that around the Fun Wire back towards the base. Again, this is just a short web shot accessory. You can achieve much longer ones as well as intricate ones with some practice and imagination. Just keep trying out different things to see what works, and you might surprise yourself with what comes out. Since I have so much excess wire, I feel free to try and experiment with different types of wraps and twists and lengths to see what works and doesn't work. So I highly recommend using those links below, gearing up on some wire, and spending what free time that you might have creating something fun for your action figures and your toy photography. As you can see here, using the licorice shows you just how tangled and web-like this can actually look. I haven't tried any paint yet to give it more depth, but even without shadows, these still show up really nice in some shots. Here we have another one that I created with the excess wire that I snipped at the beginning of the video, just to show you a different type of twist. Focus. So you can see if you do a few points a little tighter with the licorice, you're able to get a different effect. This is just one of the other effects that you can achieve using just Fun Wire, twisting 2 ends together and then wrapping it with a 3rd wire to give it a more dynamic look. By using twist tie wire and the Fun Wire combination, you're able to get a more effective web accessory due to the fact that the flat wire being twisted in that spiral gives it a more Spider-Man comic book look to it. Fully posable, very dynamic, looks great in toy photography shots as well as on the display shelf. That being said, let's wrap this up and get on to some glamour shots. Give you a taste of what these look like in Spider-Man's hands. If If you'd like to see a more in-depth video on how to make different webs, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching and have a safe and wonderful day. Thwip thwip, motherfuck!